Hello everyone, welcome to another ZenWalks live stream. Here we are in Porto again, so welcome everyone. This is the, I think if I'm correct, the 26th of October 2025. It is now noon, so it's 12 o'clock and it is around like 15 to 16 Celsius in Porto. And look at this gorgeous sun. Yesterday it was a very cloudy and rainy day in Porto, but this Sunday it's just amazing. We are just starting in Rua de Santa Catarina. It's one of our usual spots, so if you don't know Porto, just come with us because we're going to show you amazing things in Porto, Portugal. So Porto is a town, the second largest city in Portugal. And here we are. It's just a pleasure to have you, of course. And I usually do the recommendation, the usual one, which is just give this live a thumbs up. That's very important. And also, if you're not a subscriber to ZenWalks, just subscribe to the channel. And actually, if you do so, you can join in the live chat right now after 1 minute. So do press that subscribe button and please do press the like button. That's very important. So yeah, here we are. This is Rua de Santa Catarina. This is the street of Saint Catherine, if you want to translate it straight into English. And it's one of the liveliest streets in Porto, because that's where the many of the stores in Porto are located. So this is a pedestrian street, as you see, and it's quite beautiful actually today. Really is. It's such a nice weather and it's so good to have you. So we have, I think, 3 people watching this live stream already, and hopefully more and more will join in. So yes, let's walk. I'm going to take you in some very nice places in Porto today. I don't have much time. I have only 1 hour for the live stream. Well, 1 hour is quite enough to show a lot of things in Porto. Not everything, of course, because it's still a very big city, and we are located right in the center. So our walk will be in the center, but we also want to go to the bridge, iconic bridge in Porto, which is the Dom Luís Bridge. So hello everyone. I don't know if there are some people there. I think there are 7 at least. No one's still saying hello on the live chat, but please do. Otherwise I feel a bit lonely. I'm kidding. So yeah, this is the Igreja das Almas. If you translate into English, it's like the Church of the Souls. And it's very famous because everyone, of course, wants to take a photo of those amazing tiles. We'll go there very soon. Let's just welcome people already on the live chat. So we have Bizo84, hello to you. Walks in camera, my friend, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. It's always so nice to have you, really. Yeah, walks in camera. So amazing videos, walks in camera. So here we are, the castanhas. We have the traditional, let me tell you, this smell coming from this roasting the chestnut. It's astonishing. So you see, if there's lots of people taking photos, you can see over there the amount of people just leaning against those beautiful tiles and taking lots of photos, of course, because this is quite impressive. It's like a living painting, isn't it? It's really astonishing. But please beware if you are here. Please beware of the cars, because this is a very busy road here. So please don't get run by a car, you see, because it's also, I mean, let me just do the first critic of the day. I think the City Hall of Porto should really move these bins away, because this is not a place to put bins right in front of such heritage, isn't it? I think. But well, let's close the criticism and just continue. So yes, so this is really stunning, and let's just take a look at the facade. I'm seeing if there are cars coming, so don't worry about that. And so walks in camera, all good there. I'm very happy to hear that. That's very nice. Yeah, all good here too. I do have a bit of a restraint in the time, but I thought I had more time than I really have. Because then I realized I have to get the train at 1:45 So I mean, it's because I do have a performance not in Porto today, but in Famalicão. Famalicão is a town a bit further away, and I was kind of forgetting that I do really have to get that train. I was thinking I would get the train at 3:45. I would get late 2 hours. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit mixed up with the time change. And but luckily I was able to see all that just before leaving home. So here I am doing this live for you. We have 10 people watching, so please do say hello on the live chat. I would really like that, as Walks in Camera already did, and Bizo84. So we're going back to the Castanhas here. It's so beautiful. But I'm going to take you. I actually see that these escalators are still off. They were off yesterday. And please, if you are in Porto and you exit at Bolhao metro station, prepare yourself for a big climbing up on the stairs, because they are all the ones coming up, even from down there from the tracks, from the platforms, those escalators are off somehow, and they are off at least for 2 days already. So if you want to exit at Bolhao today, just don't come on that exit there. You can come on this one, because this escalator is also off. Yes, that's right, but at least it's less amount of stairs to climb up. So I think you know, many of you who already know Zen Walks know where I'm heading right now, because I'm heading to the Mercado de Bolhao. Bolhao is a very traditional market, and we are going in because I don't go there kind of to record something in a long time. Oh, but I see it actually is closed. Oh yes, of course, it's Sunday. I was thinking it was Saturday. Yeah, the market closes on Sunday, so everyone goes, and then those ones just are a bit sad because they wanted maybe to see the market. Yeah, so you have the times right here. So until Saturday only. So on yes, on Sundays it is really closed. So, but you can take a small look inside. And if you don't know the market, I think you know, but if you just have to, you can write on YouTube search engine Mercado do Bolhao Zen Walks, and you'll get many videos, at least I think 3 or 4 already filmed there. So let's keep walking. So this is again Porto, and it's so nice. It's I never noticed. I don't know if you can see. That's new to me. I never looked up. But can you see on that building there's some horses and a carriage on the top? I didn't know about this. Wow, and it's not such an old building, this one. It's very amazing. This reminds me of Madrid, you know. Wow, I never knew that. Really. How amazing. Beautiful. So we are heading now to Aliados Avenue, and you will enjoy that because it will be very sunny up there. So Walks in Camera is saying, yeah, the clocks changing can cause some problems. Yeah, they can, they really can. I was a bit kind of lost today and didn't realize I was getting late, which is odd because usually when the time goes back, as it was the case of today, usually we have a bit of sense that the day doesn't go because it's still, we think it's 12 but it's still 11. But with me somehow today is going on the opposite direction, and I'm thinking I had more time than I really have. So yes, anyway, I really wanted to walk today, so that's why I thought, okay, it's such a nice day, let me just do a live while I walk. So this is my morning walk, my friends, and you are coming with me. So that's the idea of this walk today, because I really want to enjoy some nice walking outside. It's kind of cold, it's not very warm, but it's very nice. Yeah, okay, sorry, but I couldn't resist filming this, of course, because it's they have already the bolo rei. Bolo rei is the traditional Portuguese cake for the Christmas. So yeah, this seems to be a nice place. I didn't know this one. So it's called Cristo Rei. There it is. It's up there, and I didn't know this one. I guess it's a nice one of Porto. Porto is full of good pastry shops. They call it confeitarias here, and it's very, very good. So we have more people coming. Juliana, is that it? Hi, back to you. Juliana Martin vlog. So nice to have you. Thank you for coming, for joining in this kind of surprise live stream that we are doing in Porto, Portugal. Look at that building over there. It seems like it was cut. How interesting. Actually, again, I didn't notice this before. I'm kind of noticing things as I go in this live stream. I'm discovering several things that I never noticed before. That's so nice when that happens, isn't it? We suddenly see, oh, I didn't notice that before. And it's very nice to be aware and live in the moment. So that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm just feeling I'm in the moment with you. And that's a good way to be aware, isn't it? And especially if it's so much sun, then we really get that nice feeling inside. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. So let me show you a tiny bit of kind of a traditional old street of Porto. You see, it's a very, very small one, but it's kind of very traditional. So, my friends, to the right there would be the Trindade, the metro. Actually, let's just take a walk there, because it can be nice. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to go here. Yes, this is the entrance to the car park. But I always think this is a path to go, but it's not. Anyway, I think I can just cross over there, maybe jump the fence or something, I guess. So let's keep walking. So it's 12:12 and we have more people in the live stream, don't we? Lawrence, hello, morning. How are you? All good, I suppose. Yes, I have to jump. Well, I'll jump right here. Done. And I just find interesting that I'll show you the metro station. This is one of the main metro stations in Porto. I can hear good Porto accent from people. This is amazing weather, really. I don't know if my camera is straight. Is it straight? I always have this doubt. Sometimes this gimbal is a bit funny. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. If it's not, please tell me. What's in camera? You are the expert. So please tell me if the camera is twisted, just say please adjust it and I'll adjust it very, very quickly. So we have Lawrence, I said hello already, and Juliana, beautiful day walking. Yes, it is. And then we have Tiny Tim. Is this correct? I have to put my magnifying tool on my screen. There's the metro coming. And I was saying that this is one of the main metro stations because it joins together many of the lines of the metro together. So there's the yellow line, which kind of goes north to south, or south to north, of course, and then joins with these ones that just come right there. So there's another underground station down there, which is the other line that goes this way. You see, so that's the one that comes from the bridge, which we will film later on during this live stream. So to go to that other line, you go on that way there, going down. Yeah, and there it goes. The metro is going towards Casa da Música, towards the west side of the town. And this is the Trindade metro station. So now let's keep walking. They put some rails here, which is very interesting. So we have more people. Fernando Monteiro, no, I think Fernando Monteiro, bem-vindo. FC Monte, exato. Fernando, boas tardes para ti também, obrigado por estares aqui. So yes, we did have Tiny Tim. It may be chilly, but that's a lovely blue sky, very grey in the UK. Yeah, yes, I can imagine UK can be grey at times. And but I told earlier that also Porto was very grey yesterday and very rainy. So it rained all morning and part of the afternoon as well. So yes, it was very, very rainy here. But the sun is out today and it's so beautiful. You can see it's very, very amazing. It's very, very nice. I love it. And I was kind of missing a bit the sun because I don't have a blue sky like this since maybe 2 weeks. Because I was in New York a couple of weeks ago and it was very rainy as well. Well, I'm lying actually, because the last day I was in New York it was gorgeous sun. But of course you can't really get so much sun in New York City because the skyscrapers don't allow it. Only if you are in the big park, then you can get some sun. Yes, Central Park, but otherwise it's a bit covered by the buildings. So let me check your comments again. The good angle, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I have some doubts. It's sometimes difficult to calibrate. I usually use the app, the Mimo app, to calibrate the gimbal before I start a live, but even sometimes that doesn't really work. So that's why I get a bit suspicious. And Walks in Camera is saying, I have the same preoccupation with my gimbal. Yes. So because you have the same one as me, don't you? You have the Osmo Mobile 6 gimbal, isn't it? I think you do. I think you do. I'm considering kind of upgrading to the 7 just because of the wobbly feeling that I get sometimes on my lives. The phone goes a bit on the corners, goes a bit like this, you see, like, so it's because I rewatch many of my live streams, you know, because we always learn from what we do, and sometimes I think, oh come on, the camera is just wobbling a bit. So yeah, I don't know if that number 7 will really change that or not, but anyway. So we are going to walk towards the Avenida dos Aliados. That's our objective. I was just filming this amazing church, which I really like. I always forget the name of this church, but I will find it out if I can through my other mobile. Let's see. So Tiny Tim, you are writing, I watched your videos of Porto, Lisbon and Madeira before I visited them. It's nice watching again afterwards and recognize places I have walked. Tim, that's so special that you say that, really, because that really means that the channel helps so many people, really. Many people say that they watch the videos before they go into the places. And I find very interesting that you also watch them after. So that's very good. That's really very good. Well, thank you. I do love to record videos, and that's one of my main reasons why I created ZenWalks. It's just because I really like to record videos ever since I was a child, really. But I didn't go for that. I went for music, which I'm very happy about. But yes, so thank you for saying. So that church earlier there was Igreja de Santíssima Trindade. So the Church of the Holy Trinity. The church I just showed you some minutes ago. So Walks in Camera is saying that you have the same gimbal, it's fine. I also have a Xeon, which is good. Xeon, I never know how to say this name, if it's Xeon or Xeon. Yeah, that's interesting, because I also do have one. When I started the channel, I filmed with my phone on a Xeon gimbal. But then I upgraded to the DJI cameras with the incorporated gimbal. And the results are far much better. But I had the Xeon 4. Now I think the Xeon has... I kind of am a bit away because I'm much more into DJI now recently. but I bet they have beautiful gimbals now that I don't know of. So this is the City Hall of Porto. I think many of you know about this already. And it's a beautiful building, it's really quite stunning. So they've kind of fenced off a big area here in front of the City Hall. I wonder if they will start to assemble the big Christmas tree, because it's kind of time for that. Usually by the end of October, beginning of November, they start putting the lights to turn them on later on in early December. Actually, by the way, of course you will have a lot of Christmas Zen walks as usual here on the channel, and you will really enjoy that, you know, those videos, because they will come very, very soon. Well, once the lights are on. I heard that in Porto the lights will be turned on the 1st of December. Unfortunately, I will be gone on that day, on that night, but I will come back to Porto the next weekend, so I will show you how the Porto Christmas lights are. So in the meanwhile, while you don't have that, you can watch our Zen walks in Porto. So if you put Zen walks Porto Christmas lights, you will find at least 2 videos filmed here. So 2024, 2023, and I think 2022 as well. And maybe 2021, I don't know, I don't remember, because I started working in Porto in 21, so maybe I have more videos of Christmas lights of Porto than I think. Maybe, just maybe. So I shared with you, I think, my location, I mean, where I am right now. Unfortunately, I can't put live location during the live stream because that feature doesn't exist on YouTube, as far as I know. And but at least you can see where I am. So let me now go back to your comments. Lawrence is saying it's a great way to know cities by watching this type of video, isn't it? Yes, it's good. Vinícius Neves, bom dia, bela cidade, parabéns. Oh Vinícius, obrigado. Vinícius, conta-me, onde é que tu estás? Estás no Brasil? E se sim, em que cidade estás a ver isto? E olha, partilha isto com os teus amigos, claro, porque é sempre bom ter mais admiradores ou mais subscritores do canal Zen Walks, portanto, obrigado. Lawrence is saying, I look forward to those Christmas videos coming. Thank you, Lawrence. Yes, they will come soon. And yeah, but in the meanwhile, you can watch how Christmas was in the Zen Walks channel. We have a lot of videos there. So we do actually have a Christmas playlist. So do search on our playlist tab the Christmas lights playlist. We have Christmas lights in Lisbon, Porto, and I think there's more. But it's I mean, Zen Walks has around 500 videos already online. Sometimes it's difficult to remember, and not counting on the live streams. So yeah, that's even more. Cristiana, bem-vinda! Olá, Sr. Zen! Boa tarde, está a Cristiana a dizer, e a todos vocês. Você está hoje no lindo Porto. Obrigado pela partilha. Saudades. Cristiana... Oh, Cristina, desculpe. É Cristina Agostinho. Lamento, estava a ler Cristiana. Desculpa. Obrigado. Saudades a Cristiana e família. Cristiana, já viveu aqui no Porto? Ou visitou? Provavelmente visitou. Nós estamos agora a andar pela Avenida dos Aliados abaixo. A Câmara Municipal do Porto ficou ali atrás. Eu vou virar a câmara. Lá está ela. Magnífica, não é? É incrível. É mesmo incrível. E agora vamos continuar para baixo. A nossa ideia é continuar e ir para os lados da ponte Dom Luís. Portanto, fiquem connosco, a Cristina e a família, até ao final desta live, porque ela vai acabar dentro de 35 minutos, mais ou menos, talvez um bocadinho antes, porque eu estava a dizer em inglês que tenho um comboio para apanhar e não me posso atrasar. Mas de qualquer forma eu acho sempre bom, e principalmente nos domingos, fazer um direto, porque é sempre tão bom. Ainda por cima com o sol, tal como ele está, é maravilhoso. Ora, aqui vamos nós. Está um lindo sol, mesmo, um lindo sol. Eu neste momento já não tenho calor, frio, aliás, nenhum. Tenho até calor, porque está o sol a bater aqui na minha t-shirt Zenwalks, como eu costumo ter sempre. Cá está ela. Portanto, esta é a t-shirt, tem um código QR atrás e como é preta, absorve um bocadinho de calor. Então, vou voltar ao inglês, eventualmente já volto ao português. É sempre bilingue estes diretos e, por favor, os que falam português, se não entenderem alguma coisa, digam no live chat, olha, diz só isso que disseste em português, e eu traduzo imediatamente, não há problema nenhum. Portanto, inglês. So, we have more people going back to English now. We have Blue Valentine. We are moving to Porto in January and have loved getting to learn our new city through your videos. Ah, come on. That's very special. You know, that makes me emotional. I can't help it. Maybe I'm a very sensitive guy, but well, which I think I am, and I don't have any problem saying that. But yeah, I do, because I mean, there's an emotion behind what you said. And also because you are moving to Portugal. So where are you from? And that's quite a big change in life. So if you're moving to Porto, that means that you really enjoy it. And I must admit that I'm from Lisbon, but I really enjoy Porto so much. There's such a nice vibe in this city. Really, it's so nice. So yeah, Blue Valentine, if you want to share with us, with the Zenwalks community, where are you from and when are you moving to Porto and why? I always like to know the stories about our subscribers, and there are many who have moved to Porto, actually, many. And I actually encountered live a couple who moved to Porto, and we met during the live right there. So that is online. I don't know how to tell you how to find that live stream, but we met right there, and it's live and it's recorded. And I can't forget that they were very emotional as well, and me too, because I met them and they were just moved to Porto to change a bit of their lives and enjoying their time, free time in Porto, Portugal. So yeah, and they also watched a lot of Zenwalks, and because of that they decided to change, to move, and that moves me. You know, it's a very nice thing. So yeah, so you're saying we have also, my screen is a bit kind of not so bright, so I have a bit of trouble reading your messages. But I think Tiny Tim is saying Porto is the only place I've been into a McDonald's in 20 years, but I guess you know why. Yes, I know, and you know where I am right now. So the McDonald's is right there, and it opened in a very iconic old Porto cafe, and I think the name was Imperial, but I'm not sure. And it definitely was one of the iconic cafes in Porto, and yes, Imperial. So they still kept the name above the McDonald's. You can see there's an eagle, so the eagle was the symbol of the cafe that was here, and you still have it there, so it says Imperial at the top of McDonald's. And if you want it, just take a look here inside the store, because they kept it as it was, and it's amazing. I've filmed there a couple of times, so I'm not going in on this live stream, but yeah, it's really something to be seen. It's a McDonald's, yes, but it's a very different type of McDonald's. You can even see the lights, chandeliers there and it's very, very amazing. And actually, by the way, I'll come back to your live chat very, very soon, because I get distracted at times. They have their competitors. Burger King just opened in another traditional cafe that existed right here. That was Café Embaixador. They kept the logo and they kept the cafe more or less as it was, but it is now a Burger King. And I think there was some Burger King big sign, but they removed it somehow because it's not there anymore. Maybe they were obliged to remove it, I don't know. Yeah, because I think there was Burger King written right there or under, but it's not anymore. Interesting. So people don't even know this is a Burger King. But this was one of the old traditional cafes of Porto. I mean, I can't help to say that it is a bit sad that those old cafes shut down. But at least they have a new life. And they kept the architecture as it was inside. So yes, so the next time you come, Tiny Tim, you can come to a Burger King maybe for the first time in 30 years, maybe. But this is not as glamorous as the McDonald's, I tell you. It's still very nice. You can tell it's an old historic cafe. But of course the McDonald's really has an amazing feeling to it, because it really is very beautiful inside. So I'm going back to your live chat, because you are saying a lot of things. So we have Blue Valentine saying, we are moving from Texas. We love how safe we feel there and how much better the pace of life is. We land at the end of January. Well, welcome already, welcome. And please get in touch with me if you want, because I'm from Lisbon and I live. My base city is Lisbon, but I do have a lot of work here. So many times I'm in Porto. So if you feel like getting together and say hello, as it happened already at least twice in the history of ZenWalks, at least I met ZenWalks subscribers in person and talked to them when we had a coffee and we just talked about things. So please do say so if you feel like it, of course. There's my email address at the About section of the YouTube page of ZenWalks. So you can find that it's zenwalks4k@gmail.com. And please do write me a line and we'll take it from there. It would be nice to meet if you want. So yeah, we are walking towards the Ponte, the bridge of Dom Luís. And I'm walking a bit slow because I'm really enjoying this sun. And now you see on the left a big building. That's where I'm getting my train from. That is the Sao Bento train station. Look at that building. This is the building that brought the trains to the center of Porto back in the end of the 19th century. So the trains would arrive right in the center of Porto out of a tunnel. This was a big achievement at the time, but of course railroads were really a big achievement at the time, and they were built much faster than nowadays it takes to build a new line, which is a bit paradoxal. It's a paradox, but anyway, that's how things are done now. I don't know, it's strange. And especially the works on railroads in Portugal are very slow nowadays, and usually they actually close the whole line to do the works, which they didn't need to do in the past. They would just do the works at night and not closing a line to do the works for years, as it has happened in the Beira Alta railroad. Yeah. Anyway, this is just me because one of my things is. Hold on. I had to run. Sorry. I'm taking you through some shortcuts to go inside the train station. You see. And we are going, so if you come to the back part of the station, you have this beautiful area, kind of abandoned. It's not abandoned, but it's the old Porto, and it's stunning. I have several videos there. So the station is right here, and we are in the old part of Porto. Look at those facades. Então, vamos lá ver. I'm going back to just to Portuguese for a bit. because I have some comments from Cristina, I think. So Cristina is saying, actually before that, there's more things. Cristina said, sim senhor Zé, já trabalhei no Porto, perto do estádio das Antas, e a minha filha tirou um curso aí de cabeleireiro. Oh, Cristina, que bom! E agora vivem no Brasil, é isso? Ou ainda vivem em Portugal? Fico curioso. Now, Tiny Team says, I would rather have a prego or a cachorro from Gazella. You know your ways, you know your ways. Gazella is one of the famous hot dog places in Porto. I've never eaten one, you know, but I will. That's on my bucket list, which I didn't yet do. But yes, Gazella is famous for very, very, very special hot dogs. So you know your things about Porto. Maybe you know better than me. So, Bassem Murad, my friend, there you are. Bassem, how are you? He's saying, I love this bit behind the station. It is quite astonishing, isn't it? So this is the interior, the inside of the Sao Bento train station. We have Minho. Minho is a region of the north of Portugal. Douro is the name of the river here in Porto. And it's true, if you go this way, you go to Minho. And if you go that way, you go to the river. So it's very clever. And of course the tiles are the ex libris of this station, because you have amazing Portuguese blue tiles. Of course many of them are kind of sacred related, but also the Kingdom of Portugal is also there. And some war at the top. They have a kind of a film on top. I think they're kind of preserving them, so it's kind of not so blue as the bottom part there, but you still can see how this is. And there are also colored tiles at the top there, and this is very majestic. It's very impressive. And then they have kind of titles there. So this one, Egas Muniz, apresentando-se com mulher e filhos ao rei de Leão. So this is presenting themselves to the king of León in Spain. So this is very interesting. And then Torneio de Arcos de Valdevez. So a tournament there. So it's not a war, it's just a tournament apparently on the 12th century. And there's so much to absorb from this train station. Walter Maluf, bom dia Zen, diz o Walter. Bom dia pessoal, bom dia. Oh, Walter, obrigado por teres vindo aqui. Eu já não me lembro, Walter, já falámos muitas vezes. Eu nunca me lembro de onde é que são as pessoas, às vezes, que vêm ao canal. E portanto, Walter, se quiseres partilhar connosco de onde é que estás a ver este direto, eu teria todo o gosto em saber. Estamos agora a entrar na estação de São Bento. Esta, estava a dizer em inglês, que esta era a estação que no final do século XIX, não quero estar equivocado, eu acho que isto já foi século XX talvez, há uma data, algures lá em cima que eu já vou tentar encontrar. Está mesmo por cima de nós, diz ali 1910, portanto foi no início do século XX que esta estação abriu e trouxe os comboios mesmo para o centro do Porto, e eles vão por este túnel. Saem do lado de lá, perto do rio, e pronto, e portanto as pessoas podem ir para todos os sítios a partir daqui do... é lá. Aquilo é que são latas de cerveja. Não é só cerveja. It's a recycle girl. Então, daqui pode-se apanhar comboios para todo o lado, na verdade. Eventualmente tem que se trocar em Campanhã, que é outra grande estação. Pelo que eu li, a Campanhã, a estação foi primeiro Campanhã e depois é que foi São Bento, mas não tenho a certeza absoluta do que estou a dizer. So, let's see. We have walks in camera, lots of photos and videos being taken. Yes, walks in camera, it's really... everyone wants to take a photo of those tiles because they are very impressive. So there's a train approaching. Let's see, let's get a bit of a view of that train. I don't know where that came from, but it's kind of coming. It's a diesel locomotive, and with kind of very old carriages. So this is a diesel, it's stopping somehow. But there are passengers inside these old carriages. They are beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Sainujan, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for your emails. I guess we'll get to know each other soon when you are here in December, right? I don't know when really you are coming, but you will tell me the dates and it will be fun to meet up. Sainujan is another ZenWalk subscriber that will come to Porto for a visit, not to move. He's not moving to Porto, but he'll come for a visit. So this is a train arriving and we just got it on camera. Walks in camera. So yes. Então, so let's see, I'll talk in Portuguese just for a bit. But before, I have Tiny Team is saying I last stayed in an Airbnb right opposite the station. Look at the highest balcony. Oh really? Oh my goodness. So you had the highest balcony with a view to the station, I suppose. And Tim, was it to this side, I suppose, that you were in, maybe? That's the side that has more buildings. On this side is the Time Out Market, so all that area which were warehouses of the Portuguese train company, it is now a food court, the Time Out Market, and they built a tower right there. There's a kind of a exquisite restaurant there, expensive one, but you have a very nice view. So if you have the money, I never ate there yet, you can have a meal with a view. And so let's get out of the train station because I want to finish this live stream on top of the Dom Luís Bridge. So I'm going back to the Portuguese now. Walter está a dizer que estão em Florianópolis, Brasil. Oh, que bom! Eu não conheço o Brasil ainda. Espero conseguir ir ao Brasil em breve. So Tiny Team is commenting to the Blue Valentine. You have picked a lovely city. I love Lisbon as well, but Porto is so compact and easy to get around the center, while Lisbon is a big spread out. Yes, that's indeed true. That's one thing I feel, that I can walk almost everywhere in Porto, at least in the center. And you can't do that so much in Lisbon. You can walk in the center, but still is already a bit of a stretch. So yeah, Porto is very walkable and it's very charming, so it's very beautiful. I love this train and I love these carriages. Sorry, but I have to get a closer look at these carriages because they are very, very beautiful. So this is from the museum actually, and they use it as a carriage. So there you go. It's one of the old carriages that I have in Portugal, and actually it's a part of a museum. And this is the engine that drove all those carriages. Amazing. It's really very unique. So you see the seats and everything, kind of old ones, but very comfy, I would say. Oh wow, very, very amazing. So I guess this was in a museum and they needed to use it, because unfortunately the Portuguese railway company is struggling with very, very big difficulties. They don't have enough carriages to operate, and it is really a big problem. It is a state-owned company, which means that for every buy they have to make, there has to be a public contest, and then public contests are argued by the competition, and then it all gets stalled, and then we don't get new trains, and it's all a big mess in the railways in Portugal, I tell you. Because CP, the Comboios de Portugal, is for passengers is almost the only company that operates in Portugal, and so they have to have trains for every destination, which means that's a lot. Anyway, so Tiny Tim is saying, I think that train does the Douro Valley line. I'm sure it does, Tim, actually, because it really looks like an old train doing the Douro Valley, which is an amazing train ride. I've never done it yet, but I really want to one day, is to go on the Douro Valley. on train. So that's something I would really like to do in the future. I've never done it yet. I'll have to take some days off here in Porto and one day just get on those trains and go on the Douro Valley. By the way, there's a couple of videos here at Zenwalks of me walking on the abandoned Douro Valley line track. That is something to be seen, my friends. If you like relaxing walks and a bit of an adventure, you can search YouTube for Zenwalks abandoned train line. Just put that now if you want on another tab of your browser. Put that Zenwalks abandoned train track or abandoned track, and then you will see, and if you put Douro maybe also, that you see a couple of videos that I recorded back in 21 when I alone went down to the abandoned line of Douro, because there is a big portion of the line that is abandoned connecting to Spain. So there's no connection right now on the Douro line to the Spain side. Actually, there is just a few connections to Spain by train, unfortunately. And I just walked there alone. And you can see the abandoned tracks there, the iron right there, with overgrown forest on top, and me going under the tunnel, inside the tunnel, a dark tunnel. On the other side there was rocks fallen, so I had to climb a bit to get my way out of the tunnel. It's all on video, so if you didn't watch that, please go back and search on YouTube for those. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a very relaxing walk, apart from this climbing and down and up, but because there's nothing there, there's just the river right there by your side, and me walking on the gravel, birds, river, and astonishing views. I really entice you to look for those videos. They are kind of old videos of Zenwalks, but they are worth to be watched, I tell you. You'll enjoy that. So we are walking now towards the bridge of Dom Luís. That's our idea for today. So let me go back to the live chat window. We have Sanusian saying the weather is so different from the north of Europe. Wow. Yes, it is, well, it's very sunny. North of Europe is much more cloudier. Walks in camera, thank you so much. Walks in camera just wrote on the live chat, remember the like button. Yes, that's the way to go. Thank you so much, Walks in Camera. Yes, don't forget to click the like button. You know, on YouTube, one of the most important things to get the channel going is not only the subscribers, but more the likes that the videos get. So if you press the like button, that helps a lot in growing the YouTube channels. And if you are a fan of Zenwalks, please don't forget to like our videos, because that's really one of the best ways to make a channel grow and allow it to create more content that you like. So please do press the like button. That's very good. Thank you so much, Walked in Camera. So we have castanhas again here, of course. There's a lot of castanhas selling already because it's autumn. So they're a bit more expensive here than in Trindade. Trindade ones and in Rua de Santa Catarina they cost €3. These ones are $3.50. But of course you are in a very, very touristic place right now. Everyone wants to come here. And so there's the bridge there, my friends. You've seen this many times on Zenwalks, but that's where I wanted to walk today. I wanted to come to the top part of the bridge, take a small walk there and come home again. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm taking you to with me. Look at the amount of people. I would love to get going on this live stream and do a live stream for 3 hours if needed be. Unfortunately, I will have to finish at 1 the latest, and it's already 10 to 1, so So we have 32 people watching. So if all the 32 people click the like button, it's 32 likes. And that's already very, very, very nice for the channel. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. And I will thank you a lot. You have a couple of esplanades right here with a view to the bridge, and it's quite something really. So Sainujan is saying, I saw a video from Amsterdam last night and everyone was in warm coats, gloves and bats and hats, all shorts and t-shirts here. Yes, because it is a beautiful day. It's like 20 degrees now, because we started this live stream under 15 or 16. Well, my phone still says 18, but I think it will get to 20, which is 19 the phone says. So yes, it will get to 20, I'm sure. Thank you so much. We have another comment saying, nice walk, Zen walks from Bassem Murad. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're enjoying the walk. Yes, you do, because otherwise you wouldn't have written that. And it really is so amazing to be out and getting the sun on my face. It's really, I'm loving this. I really am loving this. It's so nice. So, Tiny Tim, sorry, you said in front of the station as you go out the front door. So that was the apartment you were in with the big balcony, isn't it? I guess you were in an amazing apartment. That's very, very good. And here we are, my friends. We are walking already on top of the end of 19th century bridge, Dom Luís. This is the name of it. And if you want to go down to Ribeira, you can go by climbing down these steps here. You see people climbing down there. And it is, of course, there's so many people walking here because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, the weather. I can't really stop saying this. So we already get a view of the river right there. I just watch because the trains can come from that side. And so let's take a look down. So you see all those people are going down those steps, so they are coming under the bridge on those steps going down. It's a beautiful view of the Douro Bridge right there, on that corner right there. There's a beautiful view there. And we are at the top of the bridge. Look at this. Walks in camera, 9 degrees here in London. It started off sunny today though, but it's not sunny anymore, is it? You told, I think someone or you told that it was already very cloudy. So let's see, I hear the tram coming, the metro. So the metro comes on this bridge. But I have to be aware of the trains coming behind me, because they will come behind me, so that's why I'm looking always back. Goes to Hospital São João, and with this camera move we are now able to show you the other side of the river, which is right here. There's a bit of wind, so sorry about the noise. So the last Porto video that we just released on Thursday does the walk on the inside of these steps here and goes down. So there's the funicular track of Guindais that goes down to the Ribeira area down there, and the beautiful river with some nice boats coming, and there's another metro coming. There it comes. So beware when you're going to come to this bridge, because on days of a lot of people this can be a tiny bit dangerous, because you only have this space here to stay. Ah, my friends, I can't tell you how nice it is here. Like, can't tell you in words. It's very difficult to convey the feeling of freedom and sun and happiness and, you know, nice energies. I hope I bring that to you in some way through the live stream. Green Sprout, my friend, how are you? So I'm so happy, I'm smiling a lot year to year right now because you just came online. Thank you for joining in. We are just about to finish in the next minutes, but I'm happy to see that you came on time, in time to just say hello to everyone. Thank you. We are walking on top of the bridge and we started in Rua de Santa Catarina. Don't you worry, Green, it's fine. I also got a bit mixed up with the times and I actually had set it to a wrong time because of this time change. I had set it to 12:45 and I couldn't do it at 12:45, so I went back to the apartment and changed it. Because unfortunately on YouTube it's very hard to change times of a live stream on your mobile. It's really very hard. So I have to go back to the computer and did it. But I was aware, so that was nice. Otherwise I would be live streaming and the live stream was not on yet. Yes, Green, just finishing because I do have to get a train at 12:45, at 1:45. There's an helicopter here. There it is, it's turning around. So this is the Porto side, that's Ribeira. Look at the people going there. So on that last video we premiered on Thursday, please do watch it and don't forget to hit the like button on that one too. We filmed also coming from those steps and coming down here, and we ended right there close to the water. And it's such a beautiful view here, such a beautiful view. And this is Gaia, Vila Nova de Gaia. This is another village, another town altogether. So yes, this is the end, my friends. Unfortunately, I really have to go. We have 34 people watching, so that makes me very happy. Don't forget to tell your friends about Zen Walks, because that makes people know more about the channel and maybe they share it with other friends. And if they want to travel to Porto or Lisbon, just tell them Zen Walks is doing videos all over Lisbon and Porto. Oops, there's a lot of wind here. Thank you, Green. Yes, thank you for the best wishes. I do have a concert in Famalicão at 5 p.m. so I have to get going. So I don't get late and I still want to eat something before getting my train to there. So yes, so do tell your friends about the channel. Digam aos vossos amigos do canal Zen Walks e digam para carregar no gosto, no like, porque isso é mesmo muito importante para o crescimento do canal. E eu agradeço a todos o apoio que têm dado ao canal Zen Walks. Sem vocês o canal não era o que é e só posso agradecer. So thank you everyone. So hands were wet, I'm usually saying. You did a mistype, I didn't say. Thanks so much for this Zen 8. That's fine, don't worry. So thank you everyone who joined this live stream. It was really a pleasure. It was a very relaxed walk, which I really enjoyed, and in this gorgeous sun right in Porto, it's so amazing. So that's 1 o'clock. The bell, the cathedral bell just rang. That was beautiful to hear actually. That's the cathedral right there, you know those towers there? That's the cathedral, and that whole thing is the bishop's palace. Imagine imagine the wealth. Oh my goodness. And they have an amazing view to the river of Douro. This is amazing view, really amazing view. So So thank you, my friends. We'll see you. I'll see you on the next premiere or live stream. I hope to release some videos next week. There's a lot to be released and there's a lot to be edited here at ZenWalks, because I have several New York videos, several Lisbon videos, several Porto videos, several beach videos, so there's a lot to edit and I don't even know where to start. Also because now I do subtitles, and so that takes a lot of time, but it's worth it because I know you enjoy ZenWalks. So thank you, my friends, for being here, and have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you very soon. My friends, stay well, take care, bye bye.